It's a beautiful morning to all our viewers out there. Welcome to Daybreak Africa on KAFTAN Television. My name is Miracle Odunayo.
On top of the morning to you once again, you're welcome to Daybreak Africa from our studio in Ondo State, which is the sunshine state of the nation. It's a beautiful morning. My name is Ikhonede Joshua Adeji. Good morning, guys.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning.
It's another morning again.
Exactly. To
It's
talk
funny
about
news stories and all that.
ongoing situation of the country at the moment.
I think aside from the country, there's one ongoing situation that is going ahead with me.
Okay.
Which is very
What is
funny.
going on with you?
So this morning I woke up and a friend of mine who happens to be my former co-host on Daybreak Africa, she used to, for those that still know her, Sandra Agu.
Okay.
She just sent me a text and I was like, Josh, I don't see you posting this. So she sent me a flyer. Not really a flyer, a poster like that about an award ceremony. I think Nigeria Delta, I've forgotten the name of the award and all of that. And it was like, they nominated me to be for best presenter or something like that. On top what?
Congratulations!
Not even congratulations. Now, that's my problem. It has been going on for, I was thinking it's a scam or something. She said she even knows some of the presenters they placed there.
Wow. So they didn't reach out to you?
They didn't reach out to me. They didn't do anything. I'm like, so people have all
watching.
They don't know where I'm from. They don't even know me already. But then,
the fact that you are there, you were nominated.
It's
something to rejoice about.
So
exactly.
Thank
you so very much. On behalf of,
I would have preferred you reach out to me personally, so that we will not. Okay, thank you, because others have posted on their this thing. We have not posted anything.
Then you start now. After the show, you start.
I don't stress myself.
You have to start, or better still reach out to them.
I'll just reach out to them and say thank you. That's all. I think that's what I will do. But then,
but once again, congratulations.
Thank you. Maybe
I'm proud of you.
Put our face next. But a lot of things happen in this country right now. And honestly, it's what majorly is our focus. I sometimes ask myself a question because I've seen the Senate President talking about a 5-year plan to end terrorism totally in Nigeria.
5 years plan. So before that, are we saying that it will continue before the 5 years?
Though I know things like terrorism don't go like that.
Of course, it's a gradual process.
Normal. Because one thing is, you won't totally say the army has not been killing bandits or killing Boko Haram terrorists for years now.
But it keeps.
I remember even 2015, before the election of 2015, there was a point where the election was extended, postponed, and then that period, it's supposed to be, that election was, 2015 was supposed to be February 14. Because I remember the campaign of President Muhammad Buhari of blessed memory was saying that February 14. So it was, we already planned that date on our head that on this day and go. So, but then they extended and there was hot killings of Boko Haram terrorists that period. But still, even when Buhari became president, they still lingered. Now with that, even bandits, headsmen, all that, all perpetrating crimes within the country and everything. And it shows that the problem is not just the personalities, but the ideology. So countering it should be something that we need to build stronger systems and look for means around it. But then they wrote many things, and I just asked myself questions because I saw so many comments on social media. Where is the place of tech in all this? Which is the most prime?
Exactly, because we have a lot of tech gurus in the country.
And we should even be looking at employing their services to ensure, because there are a lot of things. I'm still very excited. I don't know how it's going to play out. Not as why I'm not tech savvy, but there are still so many things that you just need to how will it play out? Because if you look at the problems around us here,
I think it's going to be very beautiful, very, very amazing.
But then terrorism, Jesus Christ! But it's well, we'll get to the discussion definitely. We'll get to the discussion definitely, because me, I want to learn a lot of things about it. And yes, I'm very sure you two want to learn a lot of things about it. But before we get there, let's take the reports of the day. After that, we'll come back on Daybreak Africa and continue our discussion. So please stay with us. We'll be right back. Alright, welcome back to the show. If you just joined us, it's still Daybreak Africa, and yes, it's time to go straight into our discussions for today. Now, we all know the insecurity issues are at its peak in Nigeria as we speak, and yes, a whole lot of things is happening. 2 days ago, they saw them pick people from Kwara State, and not 2 days ago, actually yesterday, from Kwara State, and we're still seeing some other issues of insecurities all across the country. Yesterday, we also saw the minister, not the minister in the actual sense, the Senate President, Senator Akpabio, unveil Nigeria's plans to, combat terrorism for the next 5 years, 2025 to 2030. They call it an anti-terrorism works, and included a lot of things. But then something struck me from yesterday. I saw some people talk about the fact that we have some of the most intelligent tech guys within the world right now domicile here in Nigeria, and we could also employ tech as a means to put an end to insecurity, and which actually triggered my interest in the topic, the usage of tech to combat insecurity. Tech itself is a tool to combat insecurity in Nigeria. And with us today is a friend of the house who actually is also a tech entrepreneur and yes, and also a political analyst. Today we'll be talking to him majorly about this topic. I want to even see the practicality and the possibility of this becoming an option to end insecurity in Nigeria. Ladies and gentlemen, Samson Fadele is with us in the studio. Samson, welcome once again.
Welcome once again to the show.
Yeah, the special man with the
different color of
caps. Thankfully, I know your house, so don't dry your clothes. I know there's insecurity because, but don't dry your clothes outside because there could be insecurity of clothes. As well. But then it's well. Now, I think ever since this is security issues, we've not really had a chat and all that. Yeah. But then, over time, how have you seen from your perspective these last 2 weeks?
Well, I felt like it has been the way it used to be. And prayer from the United States aggravated the insecurity. I don't know, but it seems more intense in the last few weeks that Trump had spoken about it. So I felt like with the prayer from outside the shores of Nigeria, the federal government was supposed to sit tight and have a very good grip on the security situation of the country, but it's not happening. I don't know why, but it seems like bandits and the insurgents and the terrorists just add more strength to,
just perpetrate their crimes.
More attacks, because recently seems they were, trying to spread wide, maybe trying to decentralize themselves from where external forces could easily attack them and then move to several other places such that there will not be a specific location of attack. So, and a lot of kidnappings had happened in the recent days, especially of small kids, which I believe that maybe those terrorists just want human shit to deter the military from maybe airstrike or something.
Or attacking them,
So all these and several other factors I believe are those things that contributed to what just happened in the last few weeks. I want to believe they are not afraid of the Nigerian government. We need to establish that fact. But I think they became a bit afraid of external power. And more reasons why they will want to
have more
decentralize themselves, spread to different locations, then have human shields and stuff like that. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So I want to believe that the government of the country, if they had intensified efforts, would have been able to control the security situation of things in Nigeria based on what happened in the last few weeks. Based on what happened in the last, because we saw the responses. So meanwhile, over the time when federal government talks, when Nigerian army speaks, Air Force, nobody blinks. Everybody just did their day because they know nothing's going to happen.
It's just the norm.
But when who is speaking now, they know anything could happen anytime, so they have to do everything to secure themselves too. So I feel like the federal government is not doing enough. They are not even afraid of the federal government, and so it is what it is.
All right, so looking at the global standard of insecurity generally, how serious is Nigeria insecurity at this point?
No, the issue is we have been in this for
a while now,
over 2 decades now. So it's nothing new.
Okay,
you get what I'm saying? Okay, is it up to 2 decades?
It's not to maybe just 15. It's close to 2
decades.
Very close.
Let's say from 2009.
Let's say 16 years. Okay. 2009, 2000. At least
we hope
what we know as terrorism.
Yes, we hope it will not get to 2 decades. We still have 4 more years before it will be 2 decades, and we pray that it will not be up to 2 decades. There are issues everywhere. there is no place without its own challenges. Even the United States, they have their challenges. It might not be terrorism as it is known in Nigeria, but within them there are issues. There are issues of insecurity, drugs, and stuff like that, gangs, and all those things. There are gangs, fights, attacks, assassinations, and stuff like that, even in the US. So everybody, everywhere, every place, every country have their own problems. There are situations where somebody will just wake up in his house, carry gun to school, and shoot classmates. It happens in the United States.
Yeah, mass shooting.
But it's not happening here. Our own here is peculiar to us. Yes, it's either it is elders and farmer, or it is bandits and villagers, or Muslim, Christian, or like that. If you go to Cameroon, their own is divided along the line of Francophones and Anglophones.
Anglophones, yeah.
You get. Go to Congo, the same thing. It's almost the same everywhere. Somalia here, same thing. Almost every part of Africa except for a few places. If you go to South Africa, they had more issues of killings too, rapes. They have issues on the streets. So we cannot accurately say that there's a particular country that is 100% safe. Okay. There isn't. Although different countries have different approaches to curb those things. Some were able to do it and reduce it to the barest minimum. But in the case of Nigeria now, we are not even able to control, not to talk of barest minimum. This is Nigeria where we still record 10, 15, 20 deaths in a day as a result of terrorism, and we record hundreds of kidnapped and several other challenges, rape, this, that, every day. Just few days ago now, minors, they were packed, almost 300 of them. Federal government just announced that they saw 51. The 51, we don't even know their age. We don't know. If they were voluntarily released by the bandits, we don't know. If the Nigerian army fought to get them, we don't know. If they paid...
No, they were saying something like the police made contact with the terrorists.
So police has direct contact with the terrorists.
Somehow, that's one of the... But we that knows...
That's the problem. That means there's a connection
between the police,
the federal government, and the bandits.
So that is to say they sometimes know where these people can be.
They know. They know. Because how do you want to explain to me that police contacted? It was not a gun battle.
It was not like at least
no arrest was made. Nobody was convicted of anything. Up until now, no arrest has been made. So whoever lost their life in the attacks, no justice for anybody. So in this country now, you just have to make sure to stay safe, refuse to die, because if anybody kills you, there's not going to be justice. Yes, especially if bandits kill you, just forget it. So you have to stay where bandits will not touch. If bandits eventually touch you, forget, no justice for you. Just forget it.
But then I was saying what Apabi was talking about, because I was saying that, okay, 2025 to 2020 to 2030, Nigeria is trying to develop a plan towards anti-terrorism, in the sense that it's envisaged that by 2030 there won't be anything called terrorism within Nigeria again.
We pray so.
Like, why are you negative?
No, we all hope so, definitely.
You pray so. Okay, I'm praying so.
Exactly.
At least.
That's the spirit.
I saw someone post out and say, tech too can be a tool. You are in the tech field. We see what happens across the world. Yes. Do you think tech can be adopted? I'm even very interested to see
tech how tech can be adopted to prevent. Number one.
Okay.
To investigate. Number two. To also secure, kind of, then as well attack.
Okay.
Because sometimes the best way to secure yourself is to attack too.
True.
You know these people
Attacking
are-
is the offense is the first best form of defense.
Yes. You know they are ganging up to come against you, say gang
Then,
against them first.
exactly.
Now, the issue is there are a lot of things tech can do. Tech can be deployed to prevent totally from happening. The easiest way to gather intel is the use of tech. Intelligence dey everywhere. Information, data, full everywhere.
Even down
So-
to movements.
Yes, tracking and everything. So it depends on how much of it you can access per time. There are different tools to access different data. Data are stored in different forms. If you don't have the tool for different forms of data, you may not be able to you may not be able to how do I say it now? You will not be able to decode some level of data that could give you accurate intelligence on prevention of terrorism or any insecurity related issues. We have the telecommunication system. A lot of connection is going on. A lot of messages are being sent. But how do we decode? How do we bridge this? Some of these connections, you have to do them. You have to do it to ensure safety of people. They do it in the advanced countries. Once you enter some of these advanced, from every of your luggage, every of your electronics, in fact they clone your hard disk on your laptop. Immediately you pass it through scan, everything is cloned. They want to know who you are. There are people following you about. One, for your security. Two, to ensure that you are not even a breach to their own security too. Once they know that you are a notable person, you are a celebrity, you are a businessman, somebody who can afford to, fund some things against them, they follow you, they look out for you, they make research about you. There is accurate profiling. Everybody, they have profile of everybody. So you cannot be involved in some crime, not even paternity fraud. They will know. I'm telling you, up to DNA is stored in the database so that when there is a crime,
they can
at the crime scene, they pick anything, any trace evidence that can lead back to you. Once they are able to trace your DNA, take it to database, they identify you by name, face, occupation, your residence, everything.
Begin to find you.
The next thing is to come to your house and pick you. Everybody should be properly documented. Why will you be bandits and we will not have record on you? From that we will have your record, fingerprint, everything, your DNA we have. Those are the things, those are the areas where tech comes in. In fact, total prevention first, because we have everything on you. If you commit ordinary traffic offense, before you reach your house, we are already waiting for you. Because here we have the information. We have called the nearest police station to your house. Go to so person's house. He committed here and bring that person back to this point. Next thing is court, and after is either you are paying fine or you are going to jail. If you know that for that little offense, why will you commit big one? You won't. And those are the things we need to put in place in this country, and all the money meant for it.
We don't know.
Now, there are ways to equip the military to do their job properly. There are some attacks that you don't even need. There are some missions you don't need guys to go with guns.
Just need drones.
Send drones, let them and come back. You don't need to risk the life of anybody. You send more than enough. How many do they want to attack? By the time you are coming, the first drone that goes there is to jam their network, jam everything, no connection to the external world. And the next ones that are coming, they are coming to kill. They are coming gun blazing, like Trump will say. Finish everybody off. The issue is some people don't deserve restitution. They do not deserve
So that means you are against this narrative of repentant.
Forget everything. You see, once a criminal is always a criminal.
Always
It
likely.
takes a lot. Yes, it takes a lot to change the mind of a criminal. You see, it's only God that forgives. So 100, you will not forget.
Exactly.
You will not forget. And if I still have to be very careful of you after forgiving you, then
I'm not forgiving you.
Still like you.
Yes, if I still have to be 100% eye open and begin to watch out for
Very
every of your action
vigilant.
after forgiving you, then there's still a problem. Then for some to be forgiven, some must be used as examples first, so that they will know that we have the capacity to kill you, but we are leaving you because we just want to leave you. Die or repent. One of the two. So if you are not repenting, you know. So we need to prove those points. That's why they are not even afraid of Nigerian army. They are not afraid of the Nigerian government. They know they cannot do anything. Just ordinary tweet. I don't think there is any day Trump has stood anywhere to address terrorism in Nigeria more than just tweets.
And after that tweet, the whole thing
everywhere skyrocketed. They started to run from places to places, kidnapping people, human shield and everything. Were they doing that, a lot of that before? No.
So you feel the recent human shielding, like you term it, kidnappings, is just to look for human shields to protect themselves?
That's what it seems to me. I don't know. I might not be 100% accurate about that.
No, but technically we have intelligence to say that.
Yes, that's what it seems to me. So if they are doing that, that means they are afraid of something. But it cannot be the Nigerian government. Because they have been together for almost 2 decades now, and nobody is afraid of anybody. They just killed a general.
Brigadier General.
If they are afraid of the army, why will you want to kill a general? A general was killed, and Nigerian army is not able to retaliate. Yes, Israeli army, they just eliminated non-terrorists just few days ago. They don't even have to chase around. It was just a strike, a drone strike, and boom, it's gone. The next thing, eliminated everywhere. And it's gone, it's gone. Once they mark your face as non-terrorists like this, and they are able to identify you and they are able to establish it, you are gone.
But you see, this scares me a lot because of the fact that, you know, this morning I was just thinking of it that, okay, I remember Odi. Now, there is a sad story we don't always like to talk about during Obasanjo's tenure, when they just attacked some few military men in Odi, and the next thing we just knew was that...
You know, I didn't support that attack.
I didn't support it.
But it was a direct message.
That you don't touch the military.
You don't.
And
you know what they did? They didn't just kill military, some police officers were missing.
Were also missing too as well.
And I think they have done it before, and they were warned.
They didn't stop.
And the warning was not enough. So they need to send direct messages, not to those that were killed, but those beside them.
To make them know.
Yes, that we have the capacity to do and undo. But as long as you do not cross the line, you are safe.
Because I do feel you don't even touch a military man. You don't go close. You don't look them in the eye.
Yes, because there is no respect for military, especially in Africa. You see, if military is well equipped to perform its function, nobody will even dare it. You will not. Do you know what the life of an American soldier is worth? These are countries who will not go to war and leave their own behind. They will do everything to recover their own. These are people who will do anything to negotiate, even to recover their men, because they know how much
it's very important.
It costs them to forge a human being to become a soldier in the US.
Not to now talk of you wasting them.
You can't.
And your military strength even determines your strength as a nation.
Yes, you can't. Yeah. These people, they spend a lot to forge just ordinary person to become an iron shield for the United States. How much do they spend to train or equip soldier here? If you die for your family. It's becoming less interesting to
be a military
young
person
people
in Nigeria. Because even if you want to go, your parents will hold you.
We tell you that
you want to go and die of Popara. Even if you die here at home of malaria, we will know
that you died of malaria.
It's better than not seeing your burial at the end of the day. Because now, Up until now, I don't know if they have been able to recover the
body
Brigadier
of
General,
yeah.
the body to bury. This is somebody who has family, he has parents, and the immediate family is fatherless now. Yes, and the parent just lost the child.
And the wife became a widow.
Yes. Now, Nigerian army, they are still there negotiating with bandits. Can you see how demeaning that is? That's crazy.
All right, before we just move on, I will want you to talk about the factors that is even affecting us. But before then, it's time for us to go for Go Start, where we get to learn how to start up our own business and be our own CEO. So guys, stay with us. We'll be right back.
All right, welcome back to the show. If you just joined us, to Daybreak Africa. I hope you learned one or two things from Go Startup. You will do something with what you've learned from Go Start over time. And I hope that this particular period, you won't let it to be a waste, because as we speak, a whole lot of things are going to be happening, especially from we are about getting to December now. So definitely know you'll be paying taxes from next year. So and that's,
why are you scaring us?
They might still.
The issue is the situation of the country presently does not even support anything like that for now. If the except the government just do not want to care about the feelings of the people,
how people feel,
and that's the only thing that will make them just want to bring tax everywhere. Go red.
But all right, before we went for that break, I was about to ask that what are the factors that are actually holding us back from implementing technologies in overcoming bandits in Nigeria?
There's no factor. It's just the government that are not interested, and they don't want to spend money. They prefer to use the money into several other things that.
But military security takes the bulk of our budget for the last 10 years.
How much of it is spent on? That's who keep back money go.
Yeah, that one day.
That money was budgeted to build defense for this country. Allegedly, Buratai did the same thing.
Allegedly.
And he's also talking today about the insecurity issues in Nigeria.
Now, we have not heard about those that are doing it presently. Maybe when they leave office, we will still hear about it.
FCC will follow them.
So it's not about the budget. It's the
implementation.
Proper, yes, proper. See, there are countries in this world. Their major source of income is ammunitions and weapons. That's what they do for living. Take North Korea for an example.
That one is.
They do it for living. All they need to do is understand the scope of the challenges of Nigeria, and they give us enough with enough money. US will give.
China too.
Pay. China will give. Pay.
So many
France will give. Pay. But are we really paying? If defense is not important, countries of the world will not be spending trillions of dollars to build defense.
And making themselves look powerful.
They are not just looking powerful, they are powerful. It's not about look. It's about who you are. When you now say you deploy this one, they say, okay, no one. Carry this thing come out, or we say deploy this one, and I say, okay, let us meet at a point and discuss. You only discuss when you have equal power.
Yeah.
When you are talking as a superior person, you are not discussing. By now, after the death of that Brigadier General, I expect the bandits to voluntarily submit themselves now, because Nigerian army should have finished almost all of them by now. How you kill?
Or make it even very unprofitable to be a bandit.
It's not even about being unprofitable. By now, bandits should be begging Nigerian army to stop. Say stop. Okay, now we want to hand over. We don't want to do banditry again, because they should have killed. In fact, by now, there should be nothing left of banditry. Do you know what it means to rise
to a Brigadier General? That's number 4.
To the post of a general
the
in the army. General. Till now they have not recovered. I'm not sure. I don't want to, but I'm not sure they have recovered the budget.
What about this move by the federal government saying that all Because even the SPU of the police did that today.
Don't tell
that
me
all police with VIPs
police officer, see, when it comes to issue of national defense, there's limit to what police can do. Police, what level of training do police really get when it comes to all this issue? Even in the United States, there are different levels of police. Sheriff day, we just before community. State police day. You see New York Police Department, you will see California Police Department, or their state police. Then there's FBI for the federal government. Then after that, you still have the CIA. Those ones, they are for intelligence. They give intelligence to every level of security, to the armed forces, to the police. They give, their own is to gather intelligence. This person is sponsoring terrorism against. What do we do? Are we arresting him to court, or are we eliminating? Sharp, sharp. They make their decisions. There are a lot of people that they don't have to see court. Once they are able to establish, that was what Israel just did. This guy, I think they were able to link him to Hamas or any terrorist organization, and boom, he's gone. He's gone. And until we have gotten to that level, federal government of this country needs to understand that they need to decentralize this security thing. Let every state have their security outfits.
But and what even scares me there is states collect security votes.
That's why there is still problem in this country. If there's no issue of insurgency in your country, that security vote is not coming through. More reasons why most of the governors, they still find themselves in all these things.
So that means
some of them are even aware. They want it to keep up so that they get the money. It's politics. And they get the money at the expense of the lives of their own citizens, and they don't care. All these things need to stop. Let every state be responsible for the safety of our own citizens, indigenes of each state. You want to do Amotekun, do it. You want to do it.
Just do it.
Now, if you don't have enough, then we refer to the federal police, which is supposed to be like FBI. Then we deploy them. SWAT. Equip them. Then deploy them in support of the state police.
Can even increase their training.
Yes. Look at all the places Nigerian police have been trained. They are dilapidated.
Even some
I saw some videos recently.
Even on the police barracks these days.
They don't fit train you for that place. Maybe they okay. It's not possible. You want to train a perfect security subject in a dilapidated facility. How?
Maybe they are doing it for just to understand.
That's the problem. So all these things, all this problem we are having, everything still goes back to corruption. As long as money are misappropriated, they are not properly spent to where they are supposed to, there's going to be problem.
So you talked about data. Sorry to cut you there. You talked about data, which tech can help to generate information and predict, which is one of the biggest jobs of intelligence.
Yes.
I also talked about, but let's talk about this issue of data first.
Okay.
Because it's been, I remember I still discussed this thing earlier this year about data.
Okay.
That Nigerians, we don't have proper data of people in this country.
No, we do. We just do not want to use them. I got driver's license.
Oh, okay.
They got my fingerprints, they got everything, my face, my info, everything is there. BVN, I got BVN. They have my
many of these bandits, many of these,
they are not registered.
Many people, it was not discovered that many people don't even give birth in hospitals.
Now,
yes,
that's what I'm saying. That's the problem. When there's no proper, there was a time in western region of Nigeria, if your kids don't go to school, you go to jail. They will arrest you because you are responsible for the well-being of the kids. Somebody had to be held responsible. We find kids who are not properly registered. We don't have their details. Nobody cares about it. Those are the bandits we have today. The state government is not even. Do you know how much was earmarked for national ID card during Obasanjo time? Do you know some people hate the money?
Till today.
That national ID card was supposed to be available to you at birth with the plan they made originally. And some people sat on the money. Now, if that thing was properly implemented, that issue of identity should be out of our problem by now. Let's say people over the time that have been saddled with the responsibility of equipping the security outfit of this country, if they had done it properly, insecurity will be out of our problem by now. Imagine all the money that are meant to buy jets, buy drones, buy guns, bullets, grenades, and all these weapons to combat insecurity. Imagine all those money were spent to the last kobo to acquire the best of the best to equip the Nigerian army, the Nigerian police. Do you know how effective these people will be?
By now.
By now.
You will say you want to recruit 24,000 people. You will recruit them and train them in dilapidated facilities and equip them with only God knows what, and you expect their morale to be high and fine. You, if you're a police officer and somebody is calling you to report that there was a problem and bandit just came now, and through the call you are hearing the sound of gun. Those ones the bullets.
And you know you don't even have that attack.
And you don't even, you know the gun. You know you are hearing and you know you are not equipped with that kind of
A family man.
You want to go. How? I will not go.
Even speaking about, sorry about that, speaking about calling off, I think you should talk more about the part of governments providing hotline. I know of 911 in the United States, but currently it's not. We have here, but it's not working effectively.
Hotline will not work. Even if now me dey beside hotline, and I know that I am not well equipped to face what is coming, I will first put up the hotline. I will find a safe location for myself first. When that one don't finish,
but they are meant to protect
you will now
us.
come out and say that time there was a glitch, and then because I cannot come and go at that.
You know,
now the issue is, majority of all this, you just wonder why police disappear sometimes, and long after the issue had died down, they will not just show.
This has been since. This has
They
been
don't want
since.
to die young. They know the kind of ammunitions they have. They know the kind of things those people came with. They know they are not match for them. They don't want to just become obituary. Nobody got into police because he wants to die the second day.
Because of the money.
But then, you see this issue of them not wanting to involve themselves. It
They
has
will
been
not.
since even during Obasanjo's tenure. I remember there was a robbery in my street, and we called, kept calling. They didn't
play.
come.
They will not.
That was the first time I ever understood that hooligans could have their good days. It took the thugs of the streets to go and find bottle, stones, cutlasses, and some. You know, when they fight, they have these guns they use.
Now have to risk their
own lives
to save their life.
themselves.
Now the issue is that same life is what police is meant to be protecting.
Exactly.
You know the funny thing? I was checking through Scotty Guma, who happens to be a content creator, where he was, when he saw the issue of the Brigadier General, he was crying while he was dishing out his words. And the next day, he began to share us messages from soldiers who messaged him to talk about this whole issue too as well.
Yes.
You see, what he said, a soldier friend of mine already said the same thing to me that same week. He was saying things like, do you know that some of the times when they tell you that they bought, during Buhari's tenure, you see things like, we just bought this. That was the period Super Tucano was very popular. We just bought one Super Tucano. We just bought this with the budget, the heavy budget they have.
Okay.
Yesterday, I was still seeing a post where they were saying that Nigerian army is now producing some kind of guns. And I was like, use it to kill bandits. And the soldiers were saying that those guns, when it is time to exhibit, they exhibit them, but they don't give it to them to combat.
So who used them? That's the question.
That was this was on a post.
There was
Scott Iguma screenshotted.
There was a military
Who
what
used
this guy
those
said.
guns?
There was a military officer who was dismissed for selling guns from the armory. They go there, pack some of the weapons and sell.
So we have these things.
Officer,
Do you know one of the things that broke my heart the most was when he said, do you know sometimes our superiors would have gotten to the peak. Our superiors will tell us, don't shoot.
Why?
you know a soldier was dismissed recently for shooting at bandits. I saw it online. It's online.
It's online. Everything is
It's
on
online.
space.
He was dismissed because he was ordered not to shoot at, and eventually shot at bandits.
But then, if we are having enemies with
Now,
how do we
let me see tell you this, because I read it online just I think yesterday. Some local vigilantes who were in their own community trying to protect their community were arrested for attacking bandits. Okay, it shocked you. It shocked me too, because the issue is help is not coming. I don't know the rationale behind the arrest, but that was how it was placed. Although, you know, bloggers can be funny sometimes.
Yeah, bloggers can twist stories.
There's always
That's why I don't
element
touch all
of
stories.
truth
In some stories.
Because those people, they were not bandits. They were trying to protect their own community. Say, we have wives, we have kids, we don't want them to be raped, we don't want anybody to be kidnapped here. We will put our own lives online here. They brought up their locally made guns, trying to chase away and the Nigerian army and police went there the following day, packed them for trying to defend their own community. Because probably they did it without the order. So it's complex.
But then
Self-defense is even complex. That is an offense.
because someone defended himself actually
And got arrested and all of
not
that.
even just got arrested himself. He got sentence of death by hanging by a Supreme Court order.
Okay, the guy that defended himself against Fulani in his farm. He was on his farm when the incident happened.
Yeah.
He said he was attacked, maybe with knife or something, or dagger or something. He was able to overpower the person who attacked him, and the person died during the process, and he was sentenced to death.
So
The question now is, what's the way out? Because it's like
I'm
it's,
even trying to ask this one too as well. What's the way out?
it's not working.
Self-defense
Self-defense
is
is
also a
not
crime.
working. Is the crime okay?
Because one of the problems I'm having is that now, when we talked about tech, I know we have some of the best tech guys worldwide.
And
Yes.
majority of us were not trained in the
Military era.
We were not
Okay.
trained. You see, there is side to tech. There is side to different.
Parts of
Parts of
technology.
Yes.
text. Okay.
There is side for fintech, the financial
aspect, yeah.
banking,
Okay.
and all these stuffs. We do more of that.
And programming.
Yes, we do more of that. The programming is the same. It just depends on what you use it for, what you are trying to achieve, the kind of probably a solution you are trying to build, which could be in any aspect. There's edutech. We have made a lot of tech solutions in
yeah.
education. We have made in banking. We have made in industries. We have made in several other places. But you see, when it comes to security, they are highly classified. Highly classified. And sometimes it's even kind of crime for an individual person to want to develop tech
That can combat
in
it.
the side of combat
Against the
and
securities.
war and stuff like that, because majority of them are highly what do I call it now? They are highly confidential. They are, you know, the kind of profiling and the authorization you will get to build that is very up there. You know, there's limits to those who can authorize you to build things like that, and it's everywhere in the world. That's why you don't see war innovations tested by just anybody. It is either done under the authority of the president of the nation. You see them test ammunitions, test this, test that. They do it. It's only the military, you know, that have that level of clearance to build all those kind of things. So there's limit to what people like us can do. You cannot just wake up one day and say you are tired of Boko Haram and banditry and all those things, and you want to build the kind of technology that we... No, you don't even have that level of clearance. If you build it, you might die for it. Yes. That's
so who should we look up to now?
You look up to your government. The government needs to like build its own space, put people that are capable together, fund them, settle them down in places, and make them, you know, put things, solutions. Those that cannot be produced, buy them. Bring them in. Let them train your people on how to use them. There are a lot of tech that even the foreign powers want to dispose. They have had more sophisticated ones, but those ones are still enough to solve our problems here. Get them. Let us solve this problem first. Then look into those prototypes. Let us begin to develop our own. But this government, I don't know. Everybody in power, especially in Africa, they are more interested in the power than
the responsibilities.
The people. Yes. Look at Tanzania. Look at Tanzania.
That's a peculiar case.
If you know the number of people, when I saw the video, when I saw just to retain power, just to retain power. This is Africa where we buy guns to kill our home, just so to retain power. It has happened. It happened in Nigeria. We saw what happened at the NSAS. These are kids. These are future of the country. Kill them, and yet bandits walk around from state to state. Nobody's killing them. You get what I'm saying? It is what it is in Africa. We would rather carry out all these guns. You never know that Nigerian army has such level of weapons until
when it's time for exhibition.
And these weapons that were used to kill these people who are not actually armed in any way, this same had not been deployed to kill bandits. You get what I'm saying now? So sometimes you even get confused. Is it that we don't have? I think we don't want to use. Nobody even knows. Because I don't know why we cannot purge. It's just one region. About 2-3 geopolitical zones out of
the whole
thing. So why not focus?
And just do whatever you want to do.
Clear the place.
Someone was talking about
purge the place.
Declaring state of emergencies in multiple of these states.
I don't want to. There are some. I'm trying to avoid.
Are you saying that it won't work?
I see you trying to avoid. So just be as diplomatic
as much as possible.
Because if you look at Rivers, there was no insurgency. There was no
banditry,
riots, no killing, no genocide, nothing. Boom, state of emergency. Borno since 2009 to date. Kaduna to date. Adamawa to date. All those places, genocide, banditry, insurgency, killings, religious fight, all still. And
so are you saying that it has more of political hands in it?
It has everything.
To do with politics.
Hand, it has political hand.
Wow.
It has every hand. It has business hand in it. Because everybody benefits. More reasons why some country will say we want to come. Some country will say don't allow them to come. Because all of them have interest. People were displaced from their homes. You took them to IDP camp. They are there. Suffering. Nobody is taking care of them. Nobody is talking about how to return them back to their settlement. And you are giving amnesty. You are now trying to rehabilitate
terrorists.
people
Back
who
to
sent
the
them to
society.
IDPO.
Exactly.
You are trying to rehabilitate and reintegrate
Them
back
back.
to society.
Meanwhile, those that were displaced from their, those ones don't need rehabilitation. It's just to bring them back, give them assurance of safety,
And they
settle them
continue
back
their
in
life.
place. I say, this place, we want to guarantee your safety. Nothing will happen to you again. Take your wives and kids, go back to your home, go back to your farm, do your business, and live in peace. So, I'm just trying. There are a lot of things that we have to leave unsaid, because it will look like we're attacking probably the government or probably a particular region or a particular set of people. No, nobody is trying to attack. We're just looking at the reality of things.
Okay, we are 30 seconds actually. Sorry to actually cut you there. And but then, if there's any final words you have for Nigerian government at this particular time, even if it's not tech, what do you think is the first thing we do now to ensure we just at least start from there to put an end to it?
No matter how slow it is, we need to begin to create systems. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We need to begin to create this. There is nothing that works on a system that crashes anyhow. Look at the banking sector in Nigeria. Look at how strong it is. Because it operates on a system. It's even difficult to perpetrate fraud without being discovered. If they are able to digitalize the military, there's nothing you will be able to do without leaving a footprint behind. Something that will be traced back to you. So to pick moles in the military will be the easiest thing to do. So I think the federal government, while fighting banditry and everything, should focus on digitalizing the military. Any way possible, whatever it is they want to spend to digitalize the military, they need to do it. They need to. We have gone past the era of analog. It's easy to commit any crime without trace when there is no system in place. But you see, when everything is digitalized, you cannot commit any crime without leaving a trace behind. There's always room for forensics. They will find you out. They will find you out. You leak information you are not supposed to leak. They will know where it is generated from. They will know how you sent it. They will know when.
And they will know how.
They will know how. So the issue of disclosing location, diverging information, and all these things, it will stop. It will stop. If you look at, let me take the banking sector again. If you look at that sector very well, are you telling me that every banker is upright?
No.
Like there's no crime in their mind.
Not at all.
But a lot of constraints, because the financial sector is 100% digitalized.
Yeah.
You can hardly commit any fraudulent activity in the banking sector without being traced. It will be traced back to you. It might take time, but definitely it's coming back to you. So if every sector can be like that, if there is no proper management, record management, proper monitoring in the banking sector, a lot of banks would have gone bankrupt by now. Because a lot of stupid people would have played a lot of stupid stunts to steal people's money, but you can't do it because there's a working system. Let there be a working system in government, in politics. A lot of time they have complained about bunkering, about stealing
oil theft
and everything. If you see the way Saudi Arabia government digitalized everything, you cannot steal a drop
without them knowing.
They will know because all the pipelines are laced with, what is it called? Tracker everywhere. So each liter that flows through from one location to the other is measured accurately. If it misses between they know where it happened. So they know who to find. They know where to find them. They know when it is happening.
Well, it's well.
How long does it take people to find who did? There's no crime in this world. I'm a forensic person. There's no way you will commit crime and you will not leave a trace behind, no matter how minute it is.
How
That's why there's
perfect
something
you are.
they call trace evidence. It's very, 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 very minute. Even the perpetrator of the crime might not even know
That he dropped
that
that.
he left something behind.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So to me, all these issues that we are still having, the government is not ready to sort them. When they are ready to sort them, they know how to do it. Yes.
Thanks so much, Samson. I think I like that statement, that final one. That all these issues, the government knows what, but they are not ready
They are not ready.
to solve them. Well, let me not even touch anything again. Thank you so much, Samson, for being with us. Really appreciate you.
Thank you.
But then it's time to take sports. After sports, we come back and we'll draw conclusions from all of this. So please stay with us. We'll be right back.
Welcome back from that break, and I hope you guys enjoyed sports and the guest segment that we had earlier with Samson. We had a very lengthy discussion.
Yeah, very lengthy discussion in the actual sense, and you know, in the usual Samson fact.
Exactly. Anytime he's on the show, you know
it
it
just goes round and round.
Very.
And like he said, sometimes they don't have the what do I call it? The clearance to do. Not as if they don't know what to do, but they don't have the clearance. And like he said, it is true. We've solved problems in the financial aspects. We've solved problems in the education aspect using tech. We've solved problems in multiple, even business.
What is it about this insecurity and when it
Not just
comes to
insecurity,
election?
even election that we don't want to employ.
What is going on? So I think I will support, or I will concur with him that we have a lot of hands in that involved. The political hand, business hand, a lot of hands that we could not even mention.
That are benefiting
invisible ones
from the insecurities. But to be very candid, it is sad. You know, like he said, there was when I talked about the issue of the fact that even governors collect security vote, and he said maybe that's even the reason. Like he said, suggested, maybe that is the reason why insecurity still lingers. Many of them don't want to let go of the money they collect as security votes in the actual sense. Many of the time, many of them are the sponsors. Many political figures, some military, even Adams Oshiomhole came out one time, Senator Adams Oshiomhole came out to say some ex-generals and politicians are the backbones of these terrorists. And many of the time it's not because of any ideology. One, it could be sabotage. Two, it could be just a way to spite the government. Three, many are gaining from it, and some religious factor. So all of them combined forces to ensure. But yeah, I feel once there is a tough system, like he said when he made use of made an example of the banks, he said, "You think all bankers are righteous?" To be very candid, not all of them are righteous.
In every organization, you see people that are not righteous.
When you see system that is brutal, your crime will adjust.
Exactly. You have to bend to
you have
the
to
rule.
bend to the rules of righteousness and just ensure that you do things the way it's supposed to be done. But then I think we've gotten to a point where we can't politicize this anymore, because
we are talking about lives. Human beings, not animals.
You are talking about your reputation as a country. If bandits can kill a brigadier general,
how much more
you don't have
a civilian?
No. If a bandit can kill a brigadier general, why should I fear a soldier? That's just the language the bandit already told us. Because then, if you just have gun and you can organize yourself, you can combat against.
And looking at what Samson said earlier, that at least by now, those bandits should have known that this person you killed is not just any other person.
It's not as if it's not as if it will end the banditry totally, but
of course, but they should know that
will just be piled up.
You didn't just kill any person.
Any terrorist because you touched our head.
Exactly.
Which I expect as a response from the military, because I know the military of Nigeria is still and will always be one of the strongest, even in Africa. So we shouldn't politicize this anymore. The politics around this is now getting us disgraceful statements from top personalities across the world. So if we are not even ashamed, this is the time to be ashamed. In fact, if I was the president of the United States, maybe I would just say all Nigerian politicians or anyone that has ever touched politics in Nigeria or led or whether I'm military or anything, you don't have the rights. All your properties in the US will seize it until you attend to security problems. And if that kind of thing happens, and maybe many European factors take the same route, you will be shocked that you will not see issues of banditry or terrorism as
For
we
a
are saying
while.
it today. Which is the truth. Because to a very large extent, it's becoming shameful. It's becoming
Very, very
disgraceful.
shameful.
And like Samson said as a final statement, it's not as if we don't know the solution. We know it, but
we are not
ready to do
just
it.
doing it.
So please, I appeal to every political actor,
Political
military
figures
general,
out there.
top personality there. It
Yeah.
is time to put an end to this. It is time. Because we cannot continue. Honestly,
Our
we can't continue like this.
families are involved. People
Everybody's
that will.
involved.
Everybody is
And
involved.
the truth is, no matter what the law says, if a time comes where Nigerians are pushed to the wall, everybody will look for means for themselves. And if it gets to that one, well, you have more bandits to deal with at the end of the day than before. Because I know if some people touch guns, I like people that
They
are
will
already,
do and undo.
they are already taking what they call molly and all those kind of things.
Exactly. They will do and
Okay,
undo.
it's well. But then until we meet tomorrow on Daybreak Africa, my name will still remain Ikhonede Joshua.
And my name will still remain Miracle Odunayo. Bye,
Bye, guys.
guys.